Yo, what's cracking? I didn't even do the jump off because you know what I'm saying. I think Boogie sleeps somewhere. Like Sterling's tied up. Hopefully, it's something interesting. We got Post that he's got to do something later. Hopefully, it's something interesting. Ghost, his name is Ghost for a reason. So he's not here. So it's just me 30. We're gonna try our best not to get canceled. We're gonna try. You know what I'm saying? I cannot promise you anything because it's just me with the hezi this lovely Wednesday evening, and we're gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Only what I want to talk about. There's no one to interrupt me, no one to hear. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? Boogie might wake up out of his sleep and see this and be like, no, in slow motion, like, who gave this nigga the button? I have all the control. I have all the control. We're gonna do what I want to do. I'm a monster on the hezi. I'm a monster. All right, so first and foremost, let me go over the rundown real quick because there was some stuff on the rundown, but we're not gonna do what's on the rundown. Yeah, I love this shit. All right, that's the Hezi 46. And if you didn't know the title, here's the title. It's because I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Always on time. Always. Kind of like the Yankees. The Yankees win. Before we even get into anything, I'm just going to say this. Have the MLB playoffs not been the most glorious thing ever? Like, it's just been the greatest thing ever this year. It's quiet as fuck in these hoes. It's like someone's missing. Oh, yes. The Astros. They're out there, bitches. We love it. Playoff baseball's going on. We like that shit. So let's get with the rundown real quick. I'm out of bounds. I might go over a couple things. I might not. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to get people canceled, me mainly. So I might just shut the fuck up and just get right into sports. There was some stuff about boxing, but I ain't watched that shit. So I'm not going to talk about no boxing. We got some NCAA football because I know mainly reason why I said I'm coming on here, even if I had to come on here one deep, is because last weekend we know what happened in the fair. So we're going to talk about it. We got UT and GA squaring off this weekend. We got some Heisman rankings, and then we have Adams to the Jets, Cooper to the Bills, some NFL talk, and Brady becoming a part owner. You know what I'm saying? So hit the bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and join me on this wild motherfucking ride. So out of bounds. I'm just gonna say this. Live within your means, man. And if it is within your means, don't talk about it like it's not within your means. You know what I'm saying? Like 8,000 is crazy. It's a crazy fucking number. But you know, I'm not gonna get too far into that. Let's just jump into the NCAA. Let's talk about that so I don't say too much about how I feel about things. You know, why are people on Boston? I think people need to leave Boston Richie alone, man. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to mind their own business. Let bygones be bygones, and you don't make the definition of what something is just because you don't like it. All right, now, and I'm not just saying I ride with you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. See, a lot of people talking, and acting like they didn't live life before. We've all seen what we've seen. So I'm just gonna stop that there because if I get too far into it, yeah, I'm gonna be looked at like a crazy person. So last weekend in the Red River rivalry, Texas stomped a mud hole in Oklahoma's ass. Let me just go ahead and speak from the. I guess I'll speak. There's more to say about. Even though I'm an Oklahoma fan, there's more to say about what Texas has to do going forward. So from the Oklahoma side of things, you got to fix your fucking offense, bro. Like the offense is just a hosh posh, crazy mix-up mess of BS that doesn't work, and it's year after year we're experiencing this, and we have a top, 8-5-8 D. We have a really good defense, but the defense can only do so much when every time they get a stop, the other team just has chance after chance because you're going to go 3 and out and lose. So on Oklahoma side, you need to get an offensive coordinator that's not going to call plays, which I think is getting phased out of college football altogether. With the parity and the NIL and the things of that nature, is you can't just be out here calling plays based off the fact that you believe that you have better players than the other team. You have to actually scheme up things that are going to get players open, and that's what I see a lot of the problem with, because Oklahoma has recruited really good. All these schools that are a lot, they recruit good play. You don't get to go play football if you're trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't believe it's a player thing. I do believe it's an issue with the offensive coordinator calling plays and expecting like, just because you're our 6'4" guy that runs a 4.4, you should just get open here, and we're not going to have anything else in the play that's going to just devise to get open. Like, call some motions, get some guys open, call some creative plays. Like, I think that's their main issue. found your quarterback. You know, Jackson's probably going to be a great quarterback for UTSA or Mississippi State next year. That's cool with me. On to Texas. Really good. Really good. The drink and Texas. Texas looked really good. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch the game fully, which hurt more than even losing the game. But from the highlights that I watched and from everything that I see, I think Texas being just overall a better team than Oklahoma this year, their test is more going to be of normally they get you in the Big 12. You only have like one or two opponents that you have to deal with that are really, really going to test you. The rest are going to be, did you fall asleep that Saturday? Like Alabama versus Vanderbilt. So I do think when they come and play Georgia, it's going to mean a lot. I think it's in the eyes of like rivalry. No, it's not going to mean more than the game against Oklahoma. But as far as like the biggest prize between Texas and Oklahoma this year, and Oklahoma doesn't have a chance to do it at this moment unless some crazy shit happens, is to be in the SEC and not only to contend but to win it. So I think that is driving Texas. And I think Georgia has something Georgia better, and they better buck up. Georgia has a really good defense. I think that's probably going to give Texas some problems, but Texas has that team. That's a really good college football team. So I do think Georgia might need to watch out. As far as who I'm picking, hater in me says Georgia. But the college football, what I'm saying, aficionado that I am, says Texas is gonna win this game in the Classic. But fuck them niggas. Go Dogs. For my nigga Boogie, go Dogs. I don't know. I feel like this game is a stepping stool. I feel like this game is a big stepping stool for Texas. And I think if they can win this game, it's going to be very hard to beat them going forward. Now, I do believe if they lose this game, it's going to cause a super scramble in the SEC. And normally that's what the SEC is. So, like, as far as, like, betting may go, I would say you might want to put your money on whatever spread Georgia's a part of. But the games have to be played. Texas got a good squad. That's about it about that. Watch out for Indiana. Indiana's going for 7-0. Who's your hysteria? You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to go over any other huge matchups this weekend. Let's just talk about the midseason Heisman rankings. So at number 1, we got Ashton Jeanty. Number 2, we got Travis Hunter. Number 3, we got Cam Ward. Number 4, we got Dillion Gabriel. Number 5, we got Kurtis Rourke. Look, I'm just gonna let y'all know this is a 2, possibly 3-man race. Dillion and Kurtis, we're not gonna talk about you because shit's not gonna happen, bro. But I do think Ashton Jeanty is running away with it right now, just because Colorado is not. Colorado's Colorado. They just have 2 really good players. So like they are what they are, but they're just 2 really good players. Me personally, at this moment in time, if I were to pick, it's crazy because you asked us 2 weeks ago, we would have probably said Travis Hunter hands down. But Ashton Jeanty is clearly the best player in college football right now. Everything that Boise State does goes through him. But his ability to not only excuse me, his ability to not only control a game, but his ability to completely break a game open. He's exactly what you look at when you see Heisman candidates. So is Travis Hunter, but the wins have to come with it. And I do think at the end of the season, Boise's going to look better than Colorado. Now, who's the better like football player? I don't know, man. Like, you could say Travis just because he sees the spectacular, but Ashton plays every game. And the best ability is availability. So to me, I would say if I'm betting on anybody, if I'm voting on anybody, who do I think is going to win it? I think it's probably going to be Ashton Jeanty unless someone comes out the pack, but I don't think anybody is going to be able to pass him like stat wise. The fact that, so I'll put this up real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got the people in the background. Okay, so this is a very hot take. Like, this shit is hibachi hot because it's fucking absurd. I love you, but I just can't sit here and say that Shedeur Sanders has been the best player in college football. Like, And knowing how this person that sent this thinks, you know what I'm saying, I will say it probably comes from just the fact of like what we think next year or in the future is going to happen for Shedeur, and Shedeur is probably going to be a very good pro. But as far as just like what we're seeing and, you know what I'm saying, what the Heisman is, I don't believe that he's been the best player to me, but he is going to be a top prospect, and he is probably going to be better than most of these guys in the NFL. But as of right now, when you talk about the best player in college football, the one that makes your eyes do like this, it's got to be Ashton, and I'm not going to take it from him. And Travis being number 2 is a good one. Cam putting Miami back on the map is true, but I just think that it's going to take. It's going to take a lot for Cam Ward to pass Travis Hunter, and because Travis Hunter is the best player in college football, like athlete-wise, like just spectacular. He's the guy that you spend your money on. Oh, my bad. He's the most exciting player. Ashton is the best player. Like Cam Ward is probably second best quarterback. But best I'll give. Would you rather have Cam Ward, or would you rather have Jalen Milroe? I'm just saying, would you rather Cam Ward, or would you rather have Shedeur Sanders? It's kind of like Cam Ward is doing a good job, but I don't think he's gonna be able to catch. And I'm not talking about 4 and 5. Definitely not number fucking 4. Fuck 4. Fuck ass. Bitch. Why can't you do that shit at Oklahoma? Anyways, so let's move. Dillion, I'm done. Dillion Gabriel, fuck you, man. Like, fuck you. Where was this? Where was this? Where was this? Where was this? There's no going. Where was it? Where was it? I tried to keep it wrapped in, but it's not. It's got to come out, because this is the one thing about the transfer portal. And then yo, bitch ass should still be in fucking red. Actually, you should be at Central Florida. And you over here just school. You went to the fastest school in the nation. Where was this last year? Where was this? I'm just saying, bro. Like, I mean, you did have a couple plays. You did have a couple plays against Texas and all like that shit, but Dillion Gabriel, you're not winning the Heisman. And anybody that's had to play more than 4 years of college football, has been in college football more than 4 years, should not be able to win the Heisman. I'm sorry. You're not a college football player at that point. You're a fucking graduate player. Like, you got graduate, you're a graduate player, nigga. Like, no, fucking been in there. You should be someone's backup. You should be like the backup for the fucking Bills or something. Speaking of the Bills. Oh yeah, you like that. If you know, you like that. I know you like that. Speaking of the Bills, you know what I'm saying? The Bills traded for Amari Cooper. And I know the big shit is all the Jets. We're gonna get to it. There's a bigger story. There's a bigger story here about like what's going on with the Bills and the proper way to admit you're wrong, the proper way to handle a situation that has gone awry. Trading for Amari Cooper was possibly the best trade as of yet that we have seen. And I know people are like, what the fuck, but Adams and Rodgers and Adams. Oh man. Like, the problem with the Bills was the fact that Diggs came there to be the number one, get the ball from the quarterback at all times. And as we all know, at a certain point, that shit fades. Like, it does not, like, you have to get another guy. Like, at some point, Reggie Wayne surfaced. You know what I'm saying? Like, every great team has a secondary receiver. Every receiver has to learn how to play with a secondary receiver and learn that he's not going to get the ball. And the best thing for the team at sometimes is for you not to get the ball. And Diggs was a guy that couldn't learn that. Now, is he going to learn that in Houston? I don't know, but it doesn't fucking matter because that's CJ's team. So he's going to learn it or he's not going to learn it. But fucking CJ out there to get some dubs. And so he's going to do his thing. But as far as the Bills are concerned, adding this to the team, with James Cook, with your offensive coordinator. And I'm not the Bills guy, so I'm just out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to take the stick from my guy Sterling, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the baton. From my guy Sterling, you know what I'm saying? So I'm, you know what I'm saying, talking about what the Bills did. But yeah, I think this is gonna really, really, really improve their offense because Amari Cooper is a guy that can get open, number one. Above anything else, above how you want to rate speed, athleticism, the man can run routes. He can get the fuck open, which means he is a ding, 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 motherfucking problem. You add a problem with the problem, Josh Allen, you got a lot of problems. Now, what the Bills have done is they have added a problem, Josh Allen, with the problem, Lil Cook, and now they have just acquired another problem. That's 3 problems. That's like multiplying the problem. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to be able to open up their offense exactly the way that they need to be able to open up their offense so that they can perform at their peak level, which means spreading out the ball, being able to run in spread formations, being able to run in tight formations, being able to go out there and one receiver and one tight end, one receiver and 2 tight ends. Was it 21 formation, 31 formation? They're going to be able to basically run every formation they do to run. They have a quarterback that no matter what formation they run can break it open. And now they have a guy that can just do what you like. They had talent at receiver, but there's a thing that's lost. Not lost. I guess you could say it's the conundrum about having a good receiver. Like a good receiver needs the ball, but passing the ball to one guy too much in football is just detrimental to your team. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, the teams are gonna, get a defense situated for that guy. So you have to have someone else on that team that's going to be a problem. Or, you have to have someone else on that team that's going to be a problem. What the Bills have done is not in the receiver position. It's not 2 receivers. It's the fact that Amari Cooper just gets open. So if he's going to be open, and you have to account for that, and you have to account for the fact that you got this running back in the backfield that can just do all these. He's the ultimate weapon. Like Cook can catch it. He can run it. He can break it for 40. He can run between the top. He can do everything you need to do as a running back. And then above all else, when you're covering all that, you have the key, the quarterback. You have white Cam Newton. Let's just say that can throw. You have white Cam Newton that can throw the ball better than Cam, and Cam could throw the fuck out that hole, but he could throw. Hey, not many are fucking with the way Josh Allen could throw the motherfucking pill. So you put all that together, your offense should pick up. Now, I do think that the Bills have a problem on the defensive side of the ball. I just don't think they got enough out there. But this is the NFL. It is more about offense. So all you got to do is be able to make a couple stops. So they do have a couple players that can do that. So now I will say it's one thing to have a defense, like the Bills, where you're kind of iffy about it and you add a superstar. But then some teams already have a defense. You like that shit, don't you? Like the Jets. You know what I'm saying? The Jets added a superstar in Devontae Adams to go with Aaron Rodgers. Now, this to me, while it's not the most important, because I just think that the ability of Josh Allen to flourish and do his thing is way more dangerous than a 40-year-old being able to flourish and do his thing. Even though the 40-year-old is possibly one of the top 5 quarterbacks we've ever seen. Devontae Adams is going to fix the issue of what happened when you saw the Mike Williams. So Wilson is a really, really good talent, but he's more of like I'm gonna be honest, he's the Cobb of receivers for Rodgers. So like he's gonna find him, he's gonna get the ball in open space, and he's gonna do his thing. But Aaron Rodgers needed Mike Williams to be more like Devontae. You got to know where I'm gonna put the ball. You got to know, how I'm throwing the ball. And I think people kind of overrate that, or people just neglect it. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to root for somebody, or people are against a certain player. They just feel the need that they want to root against them, and they feel the need to just say, well, he threw it wrong. Well, honestly, I'm on the opposite side of that, because Mike Williams, we've seen that throw from Brett Favre. And I'm sorry, let me add a little context, the fuck I'm going, because I just like led y'all into the woods and was like, we here in the woods. So like we saw against the Vikings, and we'll get to the Bills play. But we'll get to the play against the Bills. But we saw against the Vikings the play where the ball died or was thrown too short. No. Aaron Rodgers is thinking, hey, man, I'm going to throw this to this spot. The defender is going to run past you. You're going to come in and catch it. Granted, mandatory camps, you didn't get to do it. Still, you know what the fuck you're supposed to do. So the fact that you're still running like you're going to get it thrown over top is kind of a problem. Now, I do think that there is a little bit to be said about Aaron. That's Mike Williams. You kind of got to give him a ball that he can catch. But that leads me to my next point. He did that shit last week. Like Mike Williams fell the fuck down. So I think at a certain point, yes, you got to go ahead and you got to get the guy as guy. I don't really think it's going to matter too much as far as how far they go. Like, do I think this like kind of balances them out and makes them kind of a stable team that we can kind of look at and say, okay, they could possibly, you know, finish second in division, maybe win it if the Bills slip up. You know what I'm saying? But they could be they're looking like a playoff team. But unless they can get the run game going, what the fuck you want us to do? Like, you got two really good running backs. Dallas, call them. We'll get to in a second. You can call me on my cell phone when you need a running back, because we got fucking two and we need one of them. Damn it. But anyways, so they got to get the run game going. But all in all, I do like those two trades leading into, you know what I'm saying? Or I mean, let's get to Brady first, and then I'll talk about my team, and then I'm gonna say peace out to you niggas because I got to fucking go. So like Tom Brady, part owner, cool shit. What you gonna do next? I think that he's a part owner of the Raiders, and the Raiders are getting rid of a lot of motherfuckers is not a coincidence. I think a guy like Brady thinks he sees winners and is going to be like, let him go. But everything is just speculation, and I'm not really big on like a lot of like intricate speculation. Like do I think Brady could do the job? Probably, but we're gonna have to see about that shit. I really have no fucking idea. Like, they say that he's what, supposed to get the next fucking quarterback. Like, good luck, nigga. That shit hard. like that shit fucking hard. So like, good luck. We'll see who he chooses. Like, it's gonna be like, what's gonna be interesting about this is that from now on, or from this point forward, whoever the Raiders look at quarterback, whoever they think about at quarterback, whoever they, you know what I'm saying, even give a glimpse like that they are looking at, like, oh, we want to fuck with them. Like, my dude, you're about to have the biggest fucking spotlight. You're about to be the quarterback that was hand selected by the greatest quarterback of all time. Whoever you are, good luck with that shit, my boy. One more thing before I get to the Cowboys, though. Man, fuck the Cleveland Browns. Like, I'm tired of the Deshaun Watson slander. I don't want to sound like I'm on that nigga side though, but I'm tired of the slander, of everybody acting like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that Deshaun Watson. The Cleveland Browns are the equivalent of that person who keeps telling everybody that there ain't no good males or females on the planet. Everybody ain't shit. That nigga is you. Like, Cleveland, you have gone through countless. We don't have to go through the list of quarterbacks, the list of receivers, the list of players that have been on your team that have been like, it don't work. Like, at some point we have to look and say, Cleveland, what are you doing? Like, why is it that y'all peep this. Okay. You had a guy in Baker Mayfield that not only was a number one pick, so you picked him number one. He took your franchise from losing every game. You went defeated. You did not win a game. You went defeated. You didn't win a game. And he took you from not being able to win a game to beating the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs and sending Ben Roethlisberger home. Like, retirement, the long ride home. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you didn't want him. Like, Odell Beckham got there and fucking just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could go back to all, like, Gordon, fucking alcohol problem. Yeah, he had it before. Well, I don't think that Cleveland didn't compound it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You're cursed. You're cursed. Just like the 49ers are cursed. I don't know what Shanahan did, but he cursed too. But something's got to be said about these teams, or this team. Like, the jersey, they have the craziest jersey when you go through all the quarterbacks that have played with this fucking team, the ones that they've drafted, the ones that got through free agency. And now, you had a number one pick who now is thriving. He's thriving in Tampa Bay, which I said he would. And I'm talking about, I said he would when Tom Brady was there. I said he should go there. So if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So he's thriving there. Then you get rid of him for the quarterback that everybody said was the best quarterback in the league. It's not named Pat Mahomes. Let's not get this twisted. Deshaun Watson was him. He gets to you. And now he's it. I don't know how the pronouns work, but he's it. And not in a good way. He's the E. And you expect us to just believe that just like it's not Cleveland. Like something that Cleveland's fucked up, people. And we need to look into it. I don't care if you're what is it called? A conspiracy theorist or not, but this shit is crazy. Like, and look it up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go look up Cleveland quarterbacks in like the last 20 years. You're gonna look up a lot of guys that look like they were the shit, and then they got to Cleveland and they became shit. This shit is ridiculous. Like it makes zero motherfucking sense. But you know, at least they're trying. At least they are trying. Which leads me to my last point before I let y'all motherfuckers go. I've been the one saying this. Now there's been others. Shout out J-Tuck. There's been others. And this has been going on for years, Dallas fans. And I'm not here to, and as if you watch the show and if you know me, I haven't been here to defend this debauchery bullshit that is my favorite football team in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys, man. And someone attacked me today and said I was ruthless. They called me lame and said I'm waiting for someone to die. So I'm just going to get into it. And I'm going to say, I do not wish death upon anybody. And I do not pray that anybody perishes before it is their time. But I am the honest Dallas Cowboys fan. And I am the one that will tell the brutal truth, no matter how it needs to be told. Even if it results in me getting kicked off of Twitter for about like 10 years. And when they let me back on, if you look at my quote, I was fucking right. And this shit that happened was happening. And so I'm right again. And I'm going to fucking say it. The Dallas Cowboys are not going to win anything substantial or anything that means anything until Jerry Jones either leaves or kicks the bucket. Period. And that's not me wishing for that to happen. That's not me saying I hope it happens. I'm just telling you that's how the fuck it's going to be. Like, and that's what it's going to be. And everybody gets mad about it. Everybody want to be, oh, Russell, you wishing on. I ain't wishing shit on that man. I'm just telling you what the fuck it is. Like, whether it's him running it, whether it's his son running it, whether it's Will McClay, it doesn't fucking matter. Well, Will, you do a great fucking job. And I hope we don't lose you to someone else because you do a great job. It's hard that when you are a really good scout and your owner is like, I'm not going to pay free agents or some of the players that are really good unless they're like top 5, top 10 at their position. And I'm going to let them all go. And we're going to depend on second and third year players to just step up. Like, this is a fucking college program. Like, it's not the motherfucking 90s. It's not where you have every player and you can lock them in and they can't leave and you can hoard all the talent. You're in the year 2024. He's old as fuck. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. He does not. Like, he does not, people. Like, this has been 30 years since Jimmy and we ain't done shit. It is him. And I think what he did on the radio is disgusting. I think it is just him realizing. Like, he's the architect. He's being the architect of his own demise. And it's beautiful to watch. And as a Cowboys fan, do I hate the fact that my team looked like shit and got a foot put in their ass till they tasted the boot on Sunday? Yes. Like Detroit handled this, but let's be real. Like, this is needed. Like, you need to, like the Phoenix rises from the ashes. Like, this shit had to burn. And it's not burnt. Like, this not the players. Like, everybody want to blame Dak. Everybody want to blame the defense. You want to talk about, they're getting pushed 5 yards back. They don't want to play for this nigga. Like, but it's professional football and there's checks to be signed. So if you tell somebody you're going to boycott your owner or in a way, boycott your owner, say, I don't like this nigga, or you're going to get out there and go make your millions, you're going to make your millions. Like, let's be fucking honest. Like, think about it, people. The players are going to go out there and do what they need to do to make their checks. But when we really look at what's going on, the motherfucker said he's going all in. Derrick Henry's a motherfucking all-star, Pro Bowler, whatever you want to call it. God damn it, he hooping like a motherfucker. Like, and he's in Baltimore showing naked ass, and we need him. Like, that, Baltimore would be the same Baltimore that they would have been every other year. One of the best teams, if not the best team in the AFC. Can they beat Pat Mahomes? But you know what they are with him? A fucking nuke. They can just end shit. We can hand this motherfucker the ball 20 times, or we can fucking fake hand him the ball 20 times and let a quarterback who's the fucking top 5 in the league, top 3, top 1, whatever you want to put him, it don't matter. Lamar Jackson, bad motherfucker. In Dallas, we got Dak. Now, I'm not hating on Dak at all. Like, this is Jerry Jones' fault. You know what Dak is. You paid him the money, and you spit in Dak's face by saying, like, oh, well, we're going to see what you can do with nothing. My nigga, the Dallas Cowboys have 5 motherfucking players that are legitimately, like, that cold, that make a real difference. That is Dak Prescott. That is CeeDee Lamb. That is Diggs. That is Micah. And that is DeMarcus Lawrence. All these other niggas are football players. And they cannot like what the fuck I'm saying. You can say, oh, that's all they are. And you only got 5. All these other teams are going out and getting guys that can be X factors and change the game in some sort of way. Like, you're not doing that. And I hope that this continues. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, as a Cowboy, and if you know me, you know I love the Cowboys, but I don't love this, bro. Like, I don't love the Jerry Jones old Mr. Burns era. This shit is fucking terrible. It's been terrible. Like, you either have a team that struggles to be 500, 8-8, fluctuating through that shit, or you have a team that wins 12 games and gets its ass blown out because you don't have enough talent on the field to keep up with teams that have real playmakers. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have enough talent to make up for the fact if a guy does have a bad game. You coming out here with the random high school team that's got like two guys going D1, and the rest of the guys is gonna go get jobs in 4 years, like versus the motherfucking Duncanvilles of the world. You gonna get ran, bro. You're gonna have a great season, rah shashkun bob, but your ass gonna get ran. So, hey, look, man, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, don't be mad at it. Embrace it. Just embrace it, bro. Like, we need this cleansing. We need it to burn and just fizzle out and be all ash and then rise from it. But it's not gonna happen to Jerry Lee. And that's the sad truth. We're not gonna make no trades, more than likely. And if we do make a trade, I'll be surprised. Please surprise me. But we're not gonna make no trades. Jerry would rather lose his way and talk shit to people that have something to say about it than make wholesale changes as far as he's concerned. Because I do believe if Jerry was to sit up tomorrow and be like, I'm gonna step down as GM, I'm gonna back up, we still lose because his son's a fucking bum. So we need that. So we need that motherfucker to step away too. They need to sell the team. But you know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts, because you know what I'm saying. But who am I? I'm just a motherfucker that's easy not to like. But I will tell you this though, guys. Thank you for the people that joined. Thank you for kicking it with me. You know what I'm saying? This is the Hezi podcast. I was one deep, you know what I'm saying, tonight, but that won't be every night. I normally have some thought-provoking shit or some interesting shit to say at the end. I really don't. I'm just gonna tell y'all like this, man. Look out for yourself, look out for your family, and trust whatever's up. That's all I got. Holla at your boy.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा 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 तेरी याद